Alright friends, next I am taking you to where Elvis went to high school at, which was Humes High School. And this is not far from Lauderdale Courts. I've never come from Lauderdale to here before until today, but this is Humes. It's Preparatory Academy now is what they call it, but this is the alma mater of Elvis Presley. And it's called Humes Middle there, but this was actually the high school that Elvis went to. So let's explore this just a little bit, friends, shall we? So it says Humes Middle School, but if you look right up there with the lights at, it says L.C. Humes High School. And this is where Elvis Presley went to school. And we're going to go down here. There's a historical marker. This says Humes High School, alma mater of Elvis Presley. Within 2 months of graduation, Presley recorded songs at the Memphis recording service, which was Sun Records. The following year it says he recorded at Sun Records, but it was still, Memphis recording was Sun Records. It was owned by, of course, the, I can't think of it right now, but he recorded with Carl Perkins, Johnny Cash, Jerry Lee Lewis. And after achieving success, Presley was a frequent donor to the school. For many years, Presley continued his association with other Humes alumni, including George Klein, which was the Red Hot and Blue, who created and hosted the WHBQ TV's talent party, Red Hot and Blue. It used to be called the WHBQ Red Hot and Blue radio show. Among the first television programs to feature racially mixed music groups. Red West, born in 1936, who had a long acting career and wrote 8 songs that Presley recorded. Red was actually a bodyguard. And this is the day that this marker was dedicated with Red and George Klein. And you know, Elvis read these things. These trees probably were not here at the time, but you know he read things like this. The hope of democracy depends on the diffusion of knowledge and wisdom. But he walked these grounds right here in school, y'all, in high school. So how cool is that? I'll tell you how cool that is. That is ultra, super, heavy duty, holy moly cool. And then this other side says, the whole world here unlocks the experience of the past to the builders of the future. And boy, what a saying that is. A guy that took rock and roll music to a whole other level that is still being felt today. Those words couldn't mean any more or ring any more true than they do even today, friends. Humes High School. So this is what the back of the high school looks like. We don't have any clue what it looked like back then. I think these buildings have been added on since the beginning, but who knows? The year Elvis was born. '24 maybe. So all this was here when Elvis was here for sure. So folks, I imagine this is very much like it was, except for you've got stuff like this ceiling tile that wasn't here at the time. After that, and this is not where it happened.
Right. And you know, we looked at this first floor, it didn't look right.
Well, yeah, but see, they changed the urinals though. Mm-hmm. So if you look at this picture, let me pull it back up. So after investigating, friends, I went upstairs to there's 3 boys' bathrooms, one on each floor. They're all basically in the same place in the building. This is on the 2nd floor, and you can see it's painted blue, and there's 4 urinals. This is not it. The way I can tell is if you look at those 4 urinals, look to the right of them right there on the floor, there's nothing on the floor on the tile. I'll show you that there is something on the 1st floor which is the bathroom that Red is pictured in later telling the story. So that has 4 urinals. That is not the one. So we're going to go to the third floor bathroom, and they all look very, very similar, except for the first floor has 5 urinals, or had 5 urinals, and the second and third have only 4. So we're going to head up to the third floor, and you can see that that's the picture. You notice in the picture there's 5 urinals, and I'll show you a better picture in a moment. So this is the third floor bathroom. Notice there's only 4 here, so this one is definitely not it. So now we're going to go to the first floor, which doesn't look the same, but I'll show you how I know. So friends, this has been remodeled. On the first floor they had 5 urinals. On the second floor they had 4. On the third floor they had 4. So this is definitely the room, and I'm going to show you a picture of Red sitting in here recalling the happenings of that day. So this is Red sitting in the bathroom. You notice the 5 urinals. If you look beyond Red on the floor, I'm going to actually zoom into it. There's an anomaly in the floor. If you notice that the edge of the tile drops down, and there's actually something in the floor. It looks like a pedestal of some sort. And I'm going to zoom in, like I say, as we talk about this thing, but I'm going to show you in a moment a close-up of the pedestal that is right behind him. So this is definitely the bathroom that this happened in. It is the first floor boys' bathroom. When you walk through the front door of the school, you turn right. It is on your left down the hallway. So this right here is the pedestal that I'm talking about. You can see that it's there in the picture, and it is right here in the floor. It's the only bathroom that has that in the floor. I went in all of them. Friends, the story is that Elvis was in this bathroom, and he had long hair, which didn't fit in with all the other kids, and there was 2 guys that were going to have Elvis jacked up against the wall, and they were going to threaten to cut his hair. Well, Red West came in here to smoke, believe it or not, into this bathroom. And when he came in here to smoke, he heard what they were saying, and he said, "Boys, if you're going to cut his hair, you're going to have to cut mine." And Red had quite a reputation, evidently. So they let Elvis down, and Elvis and Red were friends ever since then. It happened right here in this bathroom. In this bathroom right here, friends. This very bathroom, can you believe this? Now, the things have changed. The urinals have been changed to the new style. The windows have been changed, it's been updated, but the history is still here, right here in this bathroom. I'm going to show you around. Stay tuned. So was it this corner that they had him jacked up in? Or was it this corner? You can see where there's a plug there, so I'm assuming this was open. I'm sure that these have been changed over a period of time. Because that was 60 years ago, friends, over 60. These water lines are the same though. The date was April 9th, 1953, and Elvis Presley played on that stage that you just saw. This is the program from it. He was 16th in the lineup, and it says guitarist. And notice his name is spelled wrong, Presley. And this was his senior year, and he did well in the talent show. I believe he won. And the song that he sang was Till I Waltz Again With You. Elvis and his classmates date this as the beginning of his rise to fame. Elvis later said, "It was amazing how popular I became after that," referring to the above performance on this particular stage in this room right here at Humes High School. And I got to go in here and actually stand on the stage right where he did and show you around. So let's go get on the stage and take a look, friends. So right here is where Elvis sang on this stage in high school and became very popular after that. Became very popular with the high school friends after that. So can you imagine a young Elvis stepping out here to play in front of a crowd? And this is what it looks like, friends. And it happened right here. So can you imagine being a senior in high school? You dress funny according to the other kids. You have long hair. They think you're weird, and you get up here and win all your friends over, just like a scene from a movie, from an Elvis movie, in fact, where he gets up there and he seems kind of shy and outcast, and he wins everybody over. Happened in many, many, many Elvis movies. Well, friends, that happened right here in real life, and the result was Elvis Presley. Oh, look at there. An Elvis guitar right here. So there's a gymnasium here. So Elvis would have played in this gym. And here's a picture of Red at Humes when they were dedicating the alma mater plaque out front with that giant guitar right there, friends, that was in the gym. So this is the gym that Elvis would have played in, friends, here at the high school. And here's a quick view from the balcony down to the stage. Yeah, that's very cool. So y'all are still having talent shows here?
Yes, we do.
Amazing.
Once a semester.
Once a semester. I know the kids are tickled to do that.
Yeah.
As habit.
Yeah.
So this is the cafeteria, friends. This is where Elvis and Red would eat lunch. Right in here. So can you imagine back in the 50s, Elvis, Red West, the fellas hanging out in here. Right in here. And the auditorium is directly above our head. So that's why they've got all these posts, because that's part of it. So can you imagine? And this looks like it is from that era.
Hello, my name is Dr. Robinson. I am the new principal of Humes Preparatory Academy, which was the former Humes High School established in 1925, school of Elvis Presley. And we do offer tours, and we will post that information on our website, Fraser Community Schools, at www.frasercs.org.
That's awesome. And how much do you think they'll be? About $10?
It will be $10.
Okay, and that's very fair. And they can set an appointment and come and walk around. You'll show them around.
Yes, they can.
Thank you so
Contact
much.
us on the website.
Thank you so much for showing me around too.
Yes.
Appreciate you.
Yes,
Great.
sir. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. So friends, they're renovating inside here. Class of 1946. So that was here during the time that Elvis was going to school here. That was here. This was here. All these things were here during that time. So friends, I hope you enjoyed our trip inside of Humes High School. I have always wanted to go inside there. Now I'm going to fly the glory. This is straight up the front of Humes, and you can see the headstone right there where it says Humes High School. That was there back in the Elvis times and Red West times and George Klein. All those things were there too. That's the top of the auditorium right there where Elvis sang, where we went in there, where the stage is. The gymnasium is that rectangle on the back of it, right by the chimney there. And I'm going to turn so you can see the top of the school and look down So you could see the auditorium there, and then the gymnasium's on the back. Then I'm going to turn and let you look how close downtown Memphis is to here. I was really shocked that it was that close to downtown. I did not recall it being that close, but when you get GPS, it helps you to get around a lot better, so you figure it out. You can see the pyramid in downtown, and the bridge to Arkansas is right beside the pyramid. Now we're going to turn, and I'm going to show you something interesting. Elvis moved out of Lauderdale Courts on January the 7th, 1953, and he moved right here to Saffron's, 698 Saffron's. So if you see those two, the house on the corner, and then there's a space between those two houses, it's the space between the next two houses. So the house just a little bit above middle of the screen where you see those white pickets, that's where Elvis lived right there during his senior year of high school. Now I'm going to show you the top of the high school, and we're just going to see the shape of it. Now I'm on the other end where the football field is, and you know Red West played football there, and Elvis would have gotten out here and played sports and that kind of stuff on this exact same field. I'm going to show you the football goal, which I would, based off of the look of it, I would say it was probably from that era. So I would say that Elvis and possibly, or Red West and possibly even Elvis might have played on this field and even used this goal right here, or been a part of a game that used this goal. There's your tour of Humes High School, but I also wanted to address again Saffron, 698 Saffron's, which is around the corner behind the school, just a few houses from the corner of the high school. And he only lived there from January the 7th, 1953 to sometime during April of 1953, which if you remember, the talent show was April the 9th. So nobody knows if he lived in this house on this address right here, or if he lived at Alabama Avenue, which is gone now. So I'll investigate and let you know what I find. So lastly, let's take a little stroll around Humes. This is Humes back in the 50s, and you can see that I was right. The trees were not there. They were saplings at the time. This is Elvis in his freshman year. You can see him at the top of the picture, dead in the center. This is Elvis his senior year or his junior year, just one of the pictures that happened to be in the annual. I think it was in the 52 annual. This is the front cover of the 53 annual, which is his graduation picture. Love the color. This is the L.C. Humes High class of June of 1953. And I'm going to zoom into Elvis's picture. He is the second row up from the bottom, the 11th picture over from the left. Boom, Elvis right there. This is a report card, and the E's meant excellent back then, friends, not E's like we think of it today. This is a library card where he checked out Courageous Heart in 1948, which would have been his junior year. This is Elvis in a class at Humes. This is Elvis in another class at Humes. He's in the very back, and you can see a very young-looking Elvis. This is Elvis in ROTC, his first year, his freshman year. And then the next picture coming up is Elvis in the ROTC, his senior year. He's in the second row in the middle, the tallest one on the second row. Then this is his page from the senior annual, 1953, and it says his majors are shop, history, and English, and it also says ROTC, biology club, and English club. And this says section 83, Donald Williams, Raymond McCraig, and Elvis Presley leave, hoping that there will be someone to take their places as teachers' pets. He was always a joker. This is Elvis with some friends, junior or freshman year, and this is his diploma where he graduated in June of 1953. So I hope you enjoyed this stroll around Humes. So thanks for watching, friends, and tighten up.